Hey, good afternoon, YouTube people. It's been a few weeks since I have done a video, and I figured, well, this is a good opportunity because I have been driving the last few days a 2020 Chevrolet Equinox LT model. Reason being, it's a loaner from GM because my Chevrolet Volt is in for a recall, and they had to replace some parts. So I'm driving this for a couple days. So I feel like I could do a quick review of this since I've been driving it for a couple days and tell what I think about it. Since we are here in the interior, it's actually not a bad vehicle. It's actually pretty laid out as I pan around. Climate control, infotainment system, gauges, steering wheel. Steering wheel is pretty much like my Volt. Other than this is a LT model, so this has just got a plastic rim on the wheel, which is a little hard. So which they would either do a softer version or just put leather wrapped on it and call it a day. Climate control, pretty straightforward. This is an LT model again, so there's really no like electronic feedback. Basically, you just have your dials and stuff. So I'm not going to go too much in there. We do have USB. Looks like a USB-C auxiliary audio input and a regular cigarette lighter outlet. This does have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is lovely, which I've used on the Apple CarPlay, which works nice. It does, AM, FM, and it does have Sirius satellite radio, and that is it. No nav. Only way you get nav is you go through your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It does have OnStar, as most GM products. Does have electronic parking brake, which is pretty easy. Does, it's automatic. This is an all-wheel drive version, which I'll shade it here. There's an all-wheel drive button, which you press that to gauge the all-wheel drive, and then it's goes back and forth from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive, which I think is kind of interesting because most all-wheel drive vehicles, they just stay in all-wheel drive, but you can lock it out of all-wheel drive and keep it in two-wheel drive if you want. It saves some fuel. That's kind of interesting. This also does have lane keep assist, which automatically turns on every time you turn on the car, which I do find a little annoying. Because I tend to take it off sometimes because sometimes it does not work the way it should. But it does work a little better than my Volt. It keeps you, it's not as, if the car wanders off on the lane on the highway, it gently pushes it back. My Volt is a little bit more aggressive, so I do like that. But if you're going around a curve, it goes plow straight, so it's kind of, it's a useful feature, but it's not that useful. And then we do have automatic braking and a collision alert, which you can adjust from there. Yeah, that's kind of it. Controls, window switches, straightforward, like out of my Volt. The automatic headlamps, those are kind of about the same. It is a very big car for the size. I'll actually get out here and we can see that it's a pretty good size. It is a full power seat, tilt, recline, up, down with lumbar. The seats are pretty comfortable. They are kind of a hard kind of fabric. It's not too hard, not too soft. It's kind of in between. Probably leather would be better. But either way, if you wanted to get the price down, go with the cloth. The passenger side is just manual only. The only thing I do feel like I wish these cushions maybe a little bit longer, because I'm 5'10", but my wife, she's 5'4", so she loves the seat. Got there. Yeah, we go into the back. Back is very big, so that seat is positioned for me. And I can just pop right down in here, close the doors, see where my knees are, and have plenty of room. I'm very impressed with that. And I have plenty of headroom. So you could take a long trip in this with passengers. It would be totally fine. Lovely GM sticker. And we do have USB in the back. And some vents for the back passengers. So yeah, I would say it's a pretty good back seat. And the seat's comfortable too. It does have adjustable headrests for the outer passengers. We do have a center cup holder. Is it a cup holder? It is. There we go. There we go. Map pockets on both seats, which I find is interesting because so many cars just give it on the passenger seat, not the driver's seat. We have some map lights in the back. Handles, hooks, that kind of stuff. Sunglass holder in the front. I'm gonna go in there. Oh, I'll show you the console. We'll go back to the front. Show you the console. Oh yes, the keys are in ignition. Console is pretty good. I mean, that's a good size. It does have this little kind of bin here. It's kind of cheap. Cheap and cheesy. It does have a light, and the horn went on because I probably leaned on it. Take these keys because they're driving me nuts. Most of the interior. We'll go into the back. Hatch is amazing. There's a little button under there. Does it? And look at the size of that. That is ridiculous. It's huge. Also, it has another layer under here. Stick stuff under here. And this thing comes out, and then you've got an actual spare tire. Look at that. It is a mini spare. But it's huge back here. And the seats do fold down. They do have a handle here. Pull. And it will flip down. Just make sure you don't have anything in the way, because these things come crashing down. Like that. So that's a pretty good back. I'll show you how to fold it back up. Here's that. I don't know, what is this? Some little hook thing. Oh, I think that's for the belt. Keep the belt away. Like if you wanted to keep it like that. I don't know. So, push this thing back up. It's kind of heavy. See how the bottom tilts too? So, you definitely want to make sure you have everything out of the way here. Everything out of the way. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, that is heavy. That's a little heavy. But it's a nice back seat. Some outside shots. It's not a bad looking vehicle. As we go around, it does have a backup camera. It does come with the alloy wheels. It's not bad. I mean, really. I mean, for GM today, this is pretty darn good. It does have HID headlamps too. I have not tried them at night, so I can't really say other than in my driveway. They seem pretty good. Just I haven't driven the car at night. So that's kind of an overview of the car. Pretty, not too bad. So I'm gonna upload this, and then I'll do another one about driving experience. And have a good day.